guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you enjoyed my new intro, and there will be new outro at the end of this video. I just wasn't really feeling my old one anymore. I'd had it for a while and I wanted to try something new, so I made a new one. I have a lot of free time on my hands, so I spent quite a long time making that. Today we're going to be doing some training. I haven't done a training video in so long. In fact, I can't even remember what episode this is supposed to be. I think it's 6, but it might be 7. I don't really remember. But yeah, it's been a really long time. I've been doing a lot of training recently. I just haven't felt up for making a video of it. But I've been inspired because I really wanted to get all of my American quarter horses maxed. And they are, so that's great. This Shinkatig is level 14, so we're going to be maxing him today, and then after him, I only have 3 more horses that I have to max, which is insane, because before quarantine hit, I had so many horses that I didn't have maxed, but now they're all maxed, so that's great. We're going to make a video of it today, because this is the only way I'm going to be able to motivate myself to train now that the American quarter horses are maxed. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I already did soul riding today, as well as all of the stuff at Starshine Ranch, so we're just gonna do regular races today. And then I have some questions that you guys asked me on Instagram that I will be answering. I don't know if this will completely last until we get this guy to level 15, but we're gonna try our best. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first question I have is, do you have any pets? And yes, I do. I have 5 pets. We have 2 rabbits. They're both Harley Quinns and they're both boys. Their names are Harley and Henry. Then I have a cat. She'll be 17 in June. Her name is Minnie. She's a tuxedo, and we don't really know what her breed is. She's just kind of a mix. We rescued her. Then I have a miniature poodle. His name is Logan, and I love him so much. And then we are getting a puppy in 2 weeks, I believe. He's a standard poodle male, and I am so excited to bring him home, but we don't have a name yet. That kind of answers the next question, which was, what's your puppy's breed and name? Which, we don't know his name yet. We're naming him once we get him, but his breed is a standard poodle. We got him from a breeder that my mom actually knows. They've been friends for forever, so we know he came from a reputable breeder, and he's been health tested and everything, so he's good to go. He just has to get a few weeks older before we can bring him home. But I'm bringing him home on May 17th, and I'm super excited. I'll probably vlog it, more so just for myself, but I mean, who doesn't love seeing a good puppy vlog? So be on the lookout for that, probably a day or so after we go ahead and get him. The next question is, what is your dream update? I have quite a few for this one. There's a lot of things I would like to see in this game. Probably first and foremost is just an overhaul of story quests. I know that it takes a long time to release quests and everything, but I think I would rather if Star Stable just updated the game every few months and gave us a lot to do while we waited for the next update, because I feel like they try to rush updates sometimes because we're all just so used to having a new update every single week. But honestly, I wish they would just give it a little more time in between updates so we could have some really nice content every few months or so that would keep us entertained until the next update. But I would just love an abundance of quests just to keep me occupied, because I mean, there's not really much to do in the game besides train, and if you have a club, hang out with your club members. There's just so little to do, and I think if they were given more time, they could complete things quicker and give us more content with each update. So that would be probably my biggest one, would be just an overhaul update of all these story quests and things. I would also like to see weather in the game, because I mean, it's not always going to be bright and sunny on Jorvik. There's going to be thunderstorms and snow. So I would just really like to see an update where we get weather, like cloudy skies and rain and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be anything like huge, just like maybe the rain like we get in the swamps in New Hillcrest. That would be pretty cool. Let's see what else. I would like a hide all players feature, which I've heard rumors that that's going to be implemented at some point. I've seen like certain countries testing that feature. So I would love that because it's super annoying when my club is trying to do something and there's like all these people thinking they're funny by like messing around and while we're like practicing or even filming, which is even more annoying. So definitely that. And then I would love to see more clothing and tack, more horse breeds, but I mean that's kind of hard because you have to save up for all of those. But I would definitely want to see the Frisian, probably first and foremost. And then another big one that I would love to see is our characters being updated. And I know that's going to take a super long time because not only do they have to update how our character models look and like new like body types and skin colors and face things like eyes and noses and mouths, but also you have to update all of the animations for the characters, probably add new ones too. And then there's the whole issue of the clothes and how the rider interacts with the horses. So like it's a big process, but I would love to see that in the near future. So the next question is, how do you feel about the Marwari horses? I think is how it's pronounced. So for those who don't know, and spoiler alert for those who might not want to know, it appears as though the next new horse breed, not updated one, but new horse breed coming out is going to be the Marwari horses, which are the ones with like the curly ears. I'm really excited for them. My only thing is I hope that Star Stable doesn't rush them because sometimes they rush horse breeds or recycle animations. I would like to see a new horse breed with like legitimately new animations. So if they're going to make the Marwari horses, I want them to be new, something we've never seen before animations wise or whatever. So but otherwise I'm really excited and I really hope that that is the new horse breed coming out because they're a really cool breed of horse in real life. Okay, so the next question is, what is your favorite horse breed in real life and in the game? And I think I've answered this quite a few times, but my favorite breed in real life is the Frisian horse, followed very closely by the American Quarter Horse. And in the game, it's definitely the American Quarter Horse, and depending on how the Frisian model looks, that could change in the future, but definitely the American Quarter Horse. It's just so well done, and I love it so much. I have 3 of them, and I'm probably going to get a new one when the next colors, like the next color variations come out. The next question is, do you prefer training or quests? Definitely quests. I really am not a fan of training, unless I'm like recording a video like this or I'm like super inspired like I was with the American Quarter Horses for whatever reason. I just really wanted to get them maxed. The next question is, what is your favorite color? Probably purple. But I also really like blue and red, and I often go back and forth between the 3. Like, my room at home is red, also black and white, not entirely red, but red, black, and white. At college, I typically set my apartment up in, like, a purple, like, purples and silvers and stuff, and then I also just really like blue, so it just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. It's a little bit of all 3, I guess you could say. The next question is, what is your favorite outfit to wear? I'm assuming this person meant in-game. If so, I don't know. I guess really just anything Western. I've been really liking the new Western tack, and therefore I've been wearing it a lot recently. So anything that's like Western or just comfortable looking. I don't really know if I have a favorite outfit that I like to wear, but definitely just anything Western or comfortable. Okay, the next question said, why did you start? Oh my gosh. Whew, that's why I can't read. So the next question said, why did you start YouTube? I started YouTube just so I could have something to do. I was like super close to the end game when I started this channel, and I knew I wasn't gonna come back to it because at the time that I started, I think I just joined my club, but like I had wanted to start YouTube before then because I didn't have a club, and I knew it was going to be the only thing to keep me occupied. So mainly just because I think it's fun and I like editing, and making videos entertains me, so I'm not bored with the game when we don't have new content and stuff. So that's primarily why. But yeah, I also just like editing videos, and I don't really have anything to edit, and this gives me something to do. So I guess it just boils down to boredom. So yeah. The next question asks YouTube or Instagram. I'm assuming they want me to like pick between them. I spend more time on Instagram, but YouTube has the more interesting content, so I'm probably gonna pick YouTube, but I think I spend more time on Instagram, which is a bit sad, to be honest. The next question says, what is your go-to binge series? I would definitely have to say The Office. I love The Office so much. I've probably watched it like 3 or 4 times. And whenever I need something to watch, just because I'm bored or I like training, I'll watch shows while I'm training. If I don't have anything like on my list, I'll usually go to The Office because the episodes are super short. You don't even necessarily have to start in a specific order, especially when you've watched the show as many times as I do and you kind of know what's going on. So sometimes I'll just like pick a season and watch that season. So yeah, definitely The Office. The next question says, who is your favorite NPC in Star Stable? It's really hard because there's 3 Soul Riders that I adore. I really like Linda, Lisa, and Alex. But if I had to pick, I think I would say Linda, just because I'm the most similar to her. Like, I see myself in all 3 of those Soul Riders. Not really Anne, but the other 3. But I have the most in common with Linda. We both love reading. We're both super nerdy. And so yeah, I can just definitely relate to her a lot more in that way. And I'm also more intelligence inclined, like logic and stuff like that. And she's also that way. She's definitely a Ravenclaw, and I'm a Ravenclaw, so I think that's why I also feel more of a connection to her rather than any other NPC. So the next question says, what is your favorite video game? This often fluctuates, just like depending on what game's out or like how I feel. But I think right now my favorite video game is Red Dead Redemption 2. I love that game so much. The storyline especially, the online feature is cool, but definitely the storyline of the single player mode is so good. So yeah, I definitely recommend that game. If you're a mature person, it's rated MA for mature, so obviously you can't be a kid playing the game, but it's a really good game for mature gamers who really want a good storyline just to invest themselves in. It's I could talk about that game for ages, but yeah, definitely Red Dead Redemption 2. Please don't think this is my training route, because I promise it's not. I'm just trying to go to places where I don't have to keep stopping the video to travel elsewhere. So without further ado, let's get to the next question, which is, what is your favorite American Quarter Horse color variation? I can't say for sure because we still haven't gotten the final batch of American Quarter Horses, but as of right now, it's most definitely the Blue Roan. I just think it's super pretty. I brought mine to the game the first day it came out, and I definitely think that one's my favorite right now, but I'm not going to say that 100% because we still haven't gotten the next color variation, but I still think it's probably going to remain my favorite, but I don't want to say for sure because I don't know yet, but for right now, it's the Blue Roan. Next question says, do you have any theories about Star Stable? I have a lot of theories. A lot of them come from stuff that other people have said that I just think is a really good theory, and so I've kind of adopted it into my own thinking. But one of the biggest ones is that our starter horse is going to die. Apparently there is some files that only exist in the files for our starter horse that say horse die and horse dead. So I'm wondering in the future if our horse is going to die, which would be super interesting. Also really sad, but interesting, and I think a nice darker plot twist to a game that really seems like it's geared for kids. I think it kind of just brings in the realism for older players like myself who don't always necessarily enjoy the kiddie feeling that this game has. So I think that would be really interesting. Another theory I have is that the next place that's going to come out is Mystic Valley. There's been a lot of spoilers recently that Mystic Valley, which is, let me show you, hold on, let me turn this corner, which is up there above Valedale. It has been used as like a dev spot where like the game developers have been testing things, but there's like been a lot of stuff in the files that indicate that this will be the next area to be released, and it won't be coming for a while, so keep that in mind because SSO has said that there will not be a new place coming out in 2020, but it's possible that that might be the next place released after 2020. It's in Northern Jorvik, which we've been getting hints about in the game, because if you've unlocked Soul Riding, you know that Rhiannon is from Northern Jorvik, and so is the Rune Runner horse, which will be our final reward for completing it. So I definitely think they're hinting that that's going to be the next spot that opens up in the game. And then a theory I've kind of developed on my own after the light ride theory video I made completely became untrue because we didn't even get the castle, so that kind of sucked. But I do think that maybe once we figure out like this whole Catherine's Diary thing, there's a chance that maybe we'll get the castle after that, because it's like all in that same area, the light ride, the castle, which they released but they're not letting us go into for a weird reason. I just think that maybe finding out all that we need to know about Catherine's Diary will eventually unlock the castle, and we can like go in it and do like a mystery quest there or something to try to figure something out about Catherine's Diary. I don't know, but that's just a theory that I have, because I just really want the castle to unlock and I want it to be relevant to the story. So yeah. The next question is, do you play Animal Crossing New Horizons? And yes, I do. I bought the game, or I pre-ordered it before it came out, but I've been playing it since the day it came out, and I love it so much. It's so fun. I've played all of the Animal Crossing games. They're just such a cute little game series, and I've been addicted. So I definitely recommend, if you guys have a Switch, you should definitely buy Animal Crossing New Horizons. The next question is, do you like daily outfits? And I think what they're asking is, do I change my outfit every single day? Well, that shortcut didn't work. What the heck? Yeah, I usually change my outfit every day, if that's what you're asking. I just like to change it up quite often so I don't get bored. So I'm pretty sure that's what they're asking, but I'm not entirely sure. Next question is, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to butcher the pronunciation. Do you want Star Stable to release the Camargue horses? I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh my gosh, you guys. Go. First of all, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'll put the spelling on the screen. I don't know what they are exactly, but any new horse breed is welcome in my book as long as Star Stable doesn't rush it. So, sure. I just don't know what they are, but I'm sure they're very cute. Next question says, what's your favorite thing to do on Star Stable? Definitely hang out with my club. I mean, there's not really much else to do, but I do enjoy spending time with my friends. We have a lot of fun times, and I'm sure anytime you see me on the game, I'm likely hanging out with a few of them. We often have club events and train and stuff like that, so I'm really excited always to be with my club. So definitely hanging out with them is my favorite thing to do in the game. Okay, so I think we're down to our final few questions, so this race should be it for the video. but we'll see how fast we get through these things. So the first question is, do you ride in real life? If so, what discipline? If not, do you want to? This question I've also answered before. I do not ride in real life. I did work at a barn last summer, but due to some personal reasons, I'm not going to be working there again this summer, even though I really enjoyed it. But it really helped me learn a lot about horses, and I do want to ride one day. I just don't have the money for that right now. So yeah, I don't ride right now, but I would like to. And if I were to ride in real life, I'd probably start out by riding Western. I don't really know what I would do, but definitely something in the Western category, just because I find it more interesting than English riding. Sorry, English people, but Western has just always really seemed exciting to me. So yeah, definitely Western. I would also want to try mounted archery once I got good enough, because I used to do archery in high school. The next question is, oh shoot, I jumped too soon. Which NPC do you have a crush on? And I think that question's super weird because I don't have a crush on any pixelated character in this game. That's just creepy. And then the final question for this video is, do you play Horse Riding Tales? Which, if you guys don't know, is a mobile app. I do not play that game. I've tried it before, but honestly, I don't really play mobile games because they're just a bunch of cash grabs. You basically have to spend money if you want to progress in the game or wait a super long time, and I'm not a patient person. But I also don't want to spend money on those games because, I mean, they're just a little game on your phone. They're poorly developed and, you know. So I know I don't play Horse Riding Tales, but it seems like a really cute game. If it wasn't so cash grabby, I would probably play it. But alas, I do not. So that's all the questions I had for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed getting some training progress done today and actually having something to occupy myself while I did so. So thank you guys for showing interest in these videos. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!